Rocking out here at Drum Talk TV with the News Desk Report, John Kinsting, Dan Schinder. Yeah, we're here to report stuff going on in the music industry this week and some history related to music this week and some stuff going on with Drum Talk TV and DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com, our membership site. So let's get started. I'll start with, unfortunately, passings on February 17th, starting with Jamie Muir, an amazing drummer and percussionist who played alongside Robert Fripp, Bill Bruford, David Cross in a very early version of King Crimson. He appeared on their amazing album, Lark's Tongues in Aspic. He passed away at age 82. His brother was by his side. Great that there was family there. At Bill's wedding, he's the one that gave John the book that served at some point a lot of the inspiration of what became Tales from Topographic Oceans, my Stuck on an Island album, actually. And there have been tributes written online by bandmates Bill Bruford, David Cross, and Robert Fripp.
All right. I will say that because of this endeavor, I'm starting to listen to music I typically, I don't know if I would listen to. I listened to King Crimson, got hooked on this thing called Book of Saturday.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Very nice one. Very nice one. So I'm enjoying that. Yeah.
Great.
Okay. My turn. Rick Buckler, drummer of The Jam, passed away at age 69 after a brief illness. Jam vocalist Paul Weller wrote, "I'm shocked and saddened by Rick's passing. I'm thinking back to all of us rehearsing in my bedroom in Stanley Row, Woking." I imagine that's somewhere in England, or
he was a great punk rock drummer, so young.
Yeah. Gosh. I listened to some of the stuff, and the thing that I latched on was that, like, a pocket is a pocket, regardless of genre. And this guy was really in the pocket.
Yeah.
Solid player.
Yeah. Very revered drummer. And then we've got some stuff for this day in music. 1998, Celine Dion, a great drummer. Wait, what? Celine Dion went to #1 on the UK singles chart with My Heart Will Go On. The song was the theme for the movie Titanic. Titanic, I got to pronounce that correctly. The world's best-selling single of 1998. Amazing.
Wow. Major singer. Love her.
Yeah.
She got some health problems, I think. Hope she's doing okay.
Yep.
So along those same lines, in 1981, Dolly Parton started a 2-week run at #1 on the U.S. charts with 9 to 5, the singer's first #1 hit. The track is taken from the comedy film of the same name. So regarding this and Celine, do the songs come out absolutely first in the movie?
That's a great question, and I don't know. That's a really good question.
Yeah, because maybe I just need to find the right movie to get my song.
Yeah, because sometimes someone's hired to do a piece of pop style, let's call it, Phil Collins was for Tarzan, whereas sometimes a song that's already out and established and sometimes has been out for years is selected to be a song in the movie. So I don't know. The answer to that. That's great.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Maybe Steve will look it up in the background and chime in. And folks, you're welcome to chime in with all this stuff, especially the icebreaker conversation at the end that John and I have. But any of this you want to comment on, you're more than welcome to. Next, 1972, Led Zeppelin. I remember them. My first concert. Led Zeppelin, Rock and Roll and Four Sticks came out on a 7-inch single in the US, peaking at number 47 on the chart. No wonder they didn't go anywhere. The song was written as a spontaneous jam session while the band were trying to finish up Four Sticks. Drummer John Bonham just launched into the introduction of Little Richard's You Keep a knock-in, and Page added the guitar riff. The tapes were rolling, and within 15 minutes, the basic foundation of the song was done. That's amazing. You know, they recorded the album
Is amazing.
in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. I tell you, I've always wondered, it's like, you know, a jam is a jam, and yeah, okay, let's get together and jam, man. But sometimes there's really musical value that comes out of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
You can really get creative. Rush would jam a lot for sound check, and that's where a lot of their song ideas came out for like a next album, which is interesting.
Very good.
Yeah.
Moving on, in years 1970, Simon and Garfunkel. Did I say that right? Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simon and Garfunkel went to #1 in the UK chart with Bridge Over Troubled Water. Now get this. The album went on to stay on the chart for 300 weeks. 300. Returning to the top of the charts on 8 separate occasions and spending a total of 41 weeks at #1. So
yeah, you go first.
I have a question.
Yes, it's pronounced Garfunkel.
Yeah. So my question is, and this is just maybe the stupidest question anybody's ever asked, but how many slots on quote unquote the chart?
I don't know. I think 100.
That's what I thought.
100. I think it's 100. Yeah, on the U.S. charts.
Even if it was 100, 300 weeks at 100.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is it raises the question, you know, with Pink Floyd being at, what was it, like 768 weeks on the charts, Dark Side of the Moon, something like that. I wonder how close this is to being second place to that. But that was an album, whereas this is a song.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's the name of the album too. I'm sorry. It's the album. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
otherwise,
that's the question. Like, I wonder how many are in between this album and Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon as far as length on charts. That'd be kind of a neat little fact. Yeah. Hal Blaine played drums on that. Little did I know, being 7 years old that year and my first full year of playing drums, little did I know I would start this thing called Drum Talk TV, and 4 months in, interview Hal Blaine at his house, who played a lot of music that my parents listened to in the house. Simon and Garfunkel, The Fifth Dimension. It was just really surreal. And I did his last interview a month before he passed away as well.
Yeah.
He was
Hal Blaine, amazing musician. Obviously, as a drummer, I'm hip to Hal Blaine. But I will say, when I was about 12 years old, I went into a local music shop, and a very seasoned musician that owns the shop. And he says, "Oh man, you'll never guess who came in yesterday, Hal Blaine." And I go, "Huh?" So, you know, yeah.
Said the guy who couldn't pronounce Garfunkel. No, I'm kidding.
There you go. Garfunkel. Okay. And by the way, that album, Bridge Over Troubled Waters, I put that in the same category as Tapestry. It's it's like, oh, you just play it and play it over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
Oh, I'm next. Sorry.
I should go. Okay.
Speaking of Pink Floyd, in 1967, they started their first sessions at the EMI Studios, St. John's Wood in London. And on their debut album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, really interesting album. Working on the song Matilda Mother. While Pink Floyd were recording their album, a former Beatles engineer, Norman Smith, the Beatles themselves were working in the studio next door recording Fixing a Hole for their Sgt. Pepper album. Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees attended the mixing session during that day as well. And, you know, I saw someone post a picture recently that showed all 5 members of Pink Floyd saying this is the original lineup, and that's not correct. David Gilmour was not on the first few albums, but the interesting thing is that he's the one that taught Syd Barrett how to play guitar, and then ended up being paired with him in Pink Floyd, and then shortly after he
Ah,
replaced him. So kind of interesting history there.
very, very, very cool. Yeah.
Pink Floyd is one of the very, 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 very few bands where I have several times listened to their whole discography from beginning to end in a row in chronological order. Yeah, and to hear the way they evolved, Nick Mason does catch flack, as Ringo Starr does, for his simplistic drumming. The funny thing is that everything that came out before Dark Side of the Moon was quite complex, especially if you watch the film Live at Pompeii, the stuff on Metal, the stuff on Umaguma, etc. It's just Adam Hart Mother. There's some amazing stuff in their catalog, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. 1964, the New York band The Echoes, punk band, recruited a new young unknown piano player. That's not a punk band. I was wrong about that. I don't like to be wrong. New York band The Echoes recruited a new young unknown piano player named the piano man Billy Joel. Whoa. I think he did okay by himself. Also, 3 British singles were released on this day. The Rolling Stones, Not Fade Away, UK number 3. The Hollies, Just One Look, UK number 2. And Billy J. Kramer's Little Children, a UK number 1 on the charts.
Yeah. Awesome. Now we got some Drum Talk TV news for you, and this is big. I have a video that's going to go along with it. We're running a special for February for our membership site. Use the code DTTV over at, I'll put this in the chat too, over at drumtalktvbrilliance.com. It gives you a 3-month Brilliance membership for only $14 total, not for each month, but total. And Steve's chiming in here. Let me put this in here first. Do this, that, the other thing. Steve says, looks like 9 to 5 was made for the movie. And first few albums, I think, Steve, regarding Pink Floyd, Gilmour first appeared on their second album, in case I was wrong about that. But David was not an original member. But yeah, there we go. DTTV. Okay, so the code is DTTVB314 over at www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com. Steve keeping me on point. Thank you very much, Steve. And I have a video.
3 and 4.
Yeah, here's what the game show. The game show's in this. We'll talk about the game show, but this is what the membership's all about. Check it out. It's a short video.
Drum Talk TV Brilliance is for you if you want to enjoy exclusive live stream concerts, want to participate in fan Q&As with big artists, want to play fun music-themed game shows online with a chance to win prizes, you're a drummer and want videos posted of you playing to your favorite music without it being muted or pulled, and so much more. And it's only $12 a month or $120 a year. That's less than a combo meal at most fast food restaurants. That's an insane deal.
That's amazing.
It's not just for drummers. It's for all music fans.
There you go. Cheaper than a combo meal at a fast food restaurant or a 6-pack of beer once a month. And it's even cheaper now. You get 2 free months if you sign up for the 3-month membership to check it out. And one of the other things about being a member is in this next item I'm going to mention are monthly drumming challenges honoring legendary drummers, where you play to originally released music. It won't get muted or pulled, as Enja says in that video. But if you're a member at the premium level, meaning you paid for your membership, you can send in as many videos as you want, which means it increases your chances. As a free member, you can still participate with 2 videos. But here's what we've got going on this month. We've got all through February till the 28th through the 28th is the Neil Peart Challenge. Within this month, the 12th saw the 44th anniversary of Moving Pictures, Rush's favorite album, by the way. And the 15th marks 50 years since Neil's debut with Rush with the album Fly By Night. First, second, and third place winners can win music gift certificates at $125, $75, and $50 respectively. And you could submit videos of yourself playing along, not just to the hits, but we look for deep cuts as well. Here's a quick video on that. February is our For the Love of Neil Drumming Challenge month. Drummers want to honor Neil with a chance to win a gift certificate to one of your favorite music stores? Neil, of course, was and will always be one of the most influential and legendary drummers of our time. From 1974 with his debut on Rush's second album, Fly By Night, through their decades-long career to Clockwork Angels, you can pick any songs you want to play to and submit. The Neil Peart Drumming Challenge submissions are open from February 1st through 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time, February 28th. Here's how to play for a chance to win. Step 1. Decide which Rush songs featuring Neil you want to play to and submit. This is anything from any album other than their first. These can and must be play-alongs to the official recordings. And don't worry, they will not be muted or pulled from our platform. Step 2. Record videos of yourself in horizontal mode playing to your selections, one song per submission. Step 3. Submit your videos in the Drum Talk TV Brilliance Showcase. It's free and so easy, a drummer can do it. Hey, you know what I'm talking about. Step 4. Your videos will be reviewed and graded on these 4 categories, which are explained on the submissions page. Here's what you can win. First, second, and third place winners get a gift certificate to their favorite music store and a Drum Talk TV shirt, picked from 36 designs. Don't miss out. Join us in honoring Neil Peart. Yeah, Steve, please put a link in there that takes people right to that challenge. And our guest judges are Jason Gianni, who played with plays with Mark Wood and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They both played with. I did the Ultimate Queen celebration with Mark Martel, who's the voice of Freddie Mercury in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. He's done many other things. He's a great educator. He wrote a book called The Drummer's Bible, one of the best-selling drumming education books. And then we've also got Lou Calderola, who does the show with me, Under the Influence, is in the longest sitting, in his case, Rush tribute band, 24 years. Most people don't stay married or hold a job for that long. Whoa. And then Brian Tichy, who's played with Ozzy. He's played with Foreigner. He's played with so many great bands, including his own. He's working on a new album right now, which we'll have him back on to talk about soon. We had him on January 31st. So some great judging help that we're getting there. And go ahead and have fun and pay homage to Neil.
I have a question. Call
yes,
me.
Sir. Yes, may I help you? Okay.
Is it allowed? Well, see, the way my twisted mind works, I could do that, But what if a person, did the original music, got the right music, and played brushes?
No, it's one of the things we're judged on is accuracy.
Oh, that's accuracy.
Yeah,
we
want them to really emulate Neil's playing, and it kind of makes them work for it, which makes us all better when we work at our craft.
Sure. So call me when there's a goofy one.
Oh, we will.
Brushes.
We will. We will. John does some really cool brush work, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do one for like a jazz drummer one month.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
One of those ancient relics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's next? Oh,
What's
you're
next? Game show. You're all wrapped up. Yeah. Okay. We have the next game show is Tuesday, March 4th, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. $50 worth of prizes each round, and they're good prizes, by the way. They're not like a pack of
gum
or something like that. It's a good prize.
Yeah, there's some neat stuff. Thanks for saying that.
Theme is punk rock, right up my alley. 3 rounds are Woodstock history trivia. Oh, that's so deep. 70s prog, yeah, and 80s hair metal, yeah.
the round of each of those topics. It's going to be fun, kind of a mixed bag. And
It
that's
is.
brought to you by Rejuvenation, all plant-based, all natural juices, Black-owned, woman-owned, made and distributed in the USA. You can visit them at Rejuve on all their social sites. And they also supply one of the prizes. You get a variety pack of their juices, and they're really good. They're great.
Yeah.
Really
And
good.
I imagine like the hair metal, they're going to talk about what kind of hair products did you ought to use.
Oh, I
this
didn't
album.
think of that. Maybe we'll give away some hairspray or
There you go. Brought to you
folic
by
shellac or something.
what was that hairspray women used way back when?
Aquanet.
Aquanet. All I can think is
My
velvet.
mom was a hairdresser. That's how I know this. I
Ah,
can still
Aquanet.
smell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aquanet.
Oh, yeah. My sister used that stuff. Ooh, okay. Let's get focused here.
My mom we used to pick flowers, and my mom would spray them with that to preserve them for a while, like a plastic coating. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I remember doing that as a little kid.
We just did the leaf thing in science class with the wax,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So focus, John. Focus. Okay.
Game show.
Yeah. This week, Dan talked to Lou Calderola on Drum Talk TV original series Under the Influence. Great series. With the theme being hearts. Dan also debuted original series with bassist Jeff Berlin. God, I like Jeff Berlin. What good playing. Titled Rhythm and Lows, where they talk about a couple of favorite bass drum duos per episode. That's cool.
It was fun. I think we did okay for the first episode. It's going to be on the 19th in March at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. UK. I think still 8 p.m. because that's when our time changes. I don't know when theirs does, but it's fun. And I brought Alan White and Chris Swire and talked about that. And Jeff brought Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce. Most people don't know who that is. Just kidding. and we played clips too.
Who's this Ginger guy? Ginger Baker. Okay. I'm not that naive.
It was fun.
That naive. Okay.
And then regarding interviews, I had a fun discussion with Spike T. Smith. This was yesterday, who played with the Damned Morrissey. He's with Sham 69 now. He played with HR of Bad Brains, which is a reggae punk band. He's played with many more. And that was a lot of fun. And this coming Saturday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm having on Steve Moore, the Mad Drummer, who's going to have some very interesting news. If your folks aren't familiar with Steve Moore by name, there's even a GIF of him in Giphy and other apps. He's the one in basically a red blazer playing a white drum kit with purple flames, and he's playing very flamboyantly and physically. That's Steve Moore, the Mad Drummer. He's going to blow your mind with some news.
He's like this guy. Oh, yeah. I know exactly who he is.
Great guy. Had him on a few years ago at the NAMM show, and I don't remember if otherwise, but he's got some breaking news that'll blow.
Yeah. I would emulate him, but my shoulders have issues.
Next thing I've got for you is the Las Vegas Drum Show happening the last weekend of March. I'm going to play a couple of videos about that. Founder, creator, the guy who runs it, the man we all want to thank for it, Rudy Dieguez, will be with me Tuesday, February 25th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. That would be 9 p.m. Eastern U.S. times. Looking forward to having Rudy on. I've got a couple more new videos coming out about that. Here's a drum set. Before I show you the actual promo for I hope Rudy doesn't mind. Before I show you the actual promo for the drum show, I'm going to show you one of the amazing kits that'll be in the booth right next to the Drum Talk TV booth. We'll be there doing interviews. We're going to show our game show, play our game show in our booth, give stuff away. Check out this kit. How about
You can never go wrong with flames. Just on a car, on drum
right?
sets,
Both.
on my refrigerator. I'm painting my refrigerator currently. Yeah.
Stephen, on point as always, correcting me. Rhythm and Lows is on the 22nd, a Saturday next month, not the 19th.
Oh,
22nd. So join us for that, folks. But that
next
drum
year,
kit,
next year I'm
crazy.
going to the event. I'm
Cool.
going to be out of town that time, but
Yeah, but the drum show is the 30th of March. Rhythm and Lows is on the 22nd.
oh, I got messed up. Oh,
Yeah.
can
So
you
maybe you
imagine
can
that?
make the show.
And where's the drum show? Vegas?
It's in Vegas. Check this out. You'll learn. In Vegas at the
Now
Tuck
the juices
Casino
are flowing.
Suite.
I got to find my ass into Vegas. Come on.
Yeah. Do you think you can make it?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's going to be a couple clinicians. Here's one of them. Delicious.
Beautiful
Louis
left hand.
Palmer. Yeah, here's another one. Everything's just so well placed. It's not like he's just soloing over all of that.
Yeah.
There's some brevity and then some spurts of velocity. Really interesting.
There's
It's
very tasteful reasoning behind his playing.
Yeah. So,
Very
folks,
nice.
we would love to see you there. You can come by the booth, play
There you
one of
go.
our game shows, win some stuff. Plus, Louie's doing raffles. Rudy is doing raffles there. There's the clinician.
Is Louis coming?
Rudy Diegas, the founder.
No, you said Louis. Is Louis coming? or
Louis
not?
that's the guy who's doing one of the clinics. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
very cool. Yeah. There's so much I don't know. I mean, this is why I appreciate being able to do this. I
Well,
learn
thank
stuff all the
You
time.
learn stuff. That's what we try to do here at Drum Talk TV. I don't think we try. I think we're doing it. There is no try. There is only do. And more news in Drum Talk TV. Drum Tracks, which we want to thank Damani Rhodes, who many of you may know, creator of really great drumless tracks. He's a great drummer as well. He created Drum Tracks, and as they're offering a 5-day shed camp challenges where people, even if they're already good drummers, and this is really meant for good drummers already established that they're playing, they can learn more about the Core 4 techniques. The next 5-day challenge is March 17th, and people can use our referral link, which I will put in the notes with this. And I do have a video, and it is upper lowercase sensitive. So notice that when you look at the link, folks. I'm going to drop this in there. And what are you referring to, Chromie? Which stupid rule? Let me see here. Huh. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Maybe it's music getting muted on platforms or something like that. But there you've got, oh no, did it not put in the whole did bear with me, folks. I want to make sure it put in the whole note. I don't think it did. It did not. Okay, let me get rid of that. Let me put the whole note in again. There we go. And there it is.
Ta-da!
It's loading. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Shall
Oh,
we?
wow. It's too long of a note. That's why to show on the screen, but it is in the chat, folks. So go ahead and check that out.
Okay.
Thank you, Tamani, for that. John, you're up next.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I got a
Okay.
video to show. Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta show Drum Tracks video.
I don't understand why can't I play it fast? Hold on, wait. Yo, bro, what are you working on, man? You sound frustrated. I'm trying to get better at falling around the kit. I have the ideas in my head, but every time I go to speed it up, your left hand starts dragging behind it. Everything falls apart. Exactly. I mean, I know all my rudiments, but when I try to go faster, this limb just shuts all the way down. All right, here's the deal, man. It really has nothing to do with the rudiment that you're trying to play. It's the fact that you haven't mastered the core 4 techniques. The core 4, and that's why it all starts to fall apart when you try to speed it up. What's that? Single strokes in both hands, double strokes in both hands, singles and doubles in your right foot without a double pedal, and also linear patterns, which is basically just doing singles and doubles between your hands and feet. If you don't have these locked in, your rudiments, your solos, everything is always gonna feel shaky. So how do I fix that? There is a challenge that's been designed for drummers just like you. And the whole point of this challenge is to simplify how you practice and focus on what really matters, which is these core 4 techniques. Whoa, this is what you need to be saying to me right now. How do I join? Yo, bro, it's simple. All you gotta do is just click the link around this video and you'll be able to learn more and even sign up for the next Head Camp Challenge.
There you go. How about it, folks?
I'm a very good candidate for that.
Go for
You
it.
know, I've been working on this left hand here since I was 9, and it's starting to wake up a little bit.
Go for it, man. I would love to see you go through that experience and report back. That'd be
There
awesome.
you go. There you go. Yeah, very intriguing. I'll have to check
Cool.
that out.
Awesome. All right.
All right.
Now it's your turn.
Now,
Oh, wait. Just kidding. Go ahead.
okay, I'm about to say something. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no. The subject is Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary special, and I tell you, after that special, people are just divided. You know, some people, oh, that's the worst thing I ever saw on TV, and others, I loved it. I loved it. Anyway, for that special, had some music moments, including performances by Paul McCartney, Lil Wayne, Adam Sandler, Paul Simon, and Sabrina Carpenter. I enjoyed it just personally.
I'm so embarrassed to say I missed it and have not looked for it yet. I don't remember why, but I missed it. And I can't believe it's been 50 freaking years. I remember when it started. I just can't believe that was 50 years ago.
Oh, the Belushi days.
Yeah.
They'll never return.
Oh,
Oh.
the greatest.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Abbey Road Studios has shared details of this year's Equalize Festival, which will return for the 6th annual edition, March 3 through 8, ending on International Women's Day. The program features workshop sessions from rising names, including Azia, Divorce, Man, Woman, Chainsaw. Had a divorce that almost went that way. And Fiona Lee and Flower of Love. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Flower of Love, all one word with V. With a final act to be announced, the respective acts will each record a new piece of music as part of their studio session, while aspiring engineers and producers will be invited into the room to observe the creative process. Producer and harmonica player Sarah Myers, hope I've got her name right, will oversee the sessions alongside Marta Dinozi, assistant engineer at Abbey Road Studios. What a neat event.
Oh. And this is actually happening at Abbey Road Studios.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's been a few notable things recorded there, I've heard, but I don't know what they are.
By some kind of group called the Beatles or the Bedbugs or something. Yeah, I got you. All right. Bassist vocalist Mark Hoppus of Blink 182 is doing a book tour. A book tour. See? Not just a musician, a book tour in April for his memoir, Fahrenheit 182. The tour launches in New York City on April 9th and visits Somerville, Massachusetts, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Chicago, before wrapping up with 2 dates in California as he visits El Cajon and L.A., La La Land.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
No Spun, the band No Spun announced I hope I get this name right. Ozai, I believe it's pronounced. It's spelled O-Z-A-I. It's the Ozai EP, a recording of songs released 10 years ago by an earlier incarnation of the band. The 5-song collection is due out March 28th, 2025. The band says, in quotes, "We are re-releasing it fully re-recorded, remixed, and remastered. Rather than simply remastering the original, we wanted to completely recreate it with everything we've learned over the past decade." That is smart to incorporate. Yeah. I know there's been some member changes as well, but to re-record it as better musicians, I don't know if that's ever been done.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Our goal was to ensure Ozai sounds sonically consistent with the first full album opus, so you can transition between the two seamlessly without feeling like you're jumping from a modern production to a garage recording. This EP leans towards a heavier, more aggressive sound, more straightforward and intense. It's not a concept album. Each song stands on its own. And I finished the quote. Their second full-length album is still in the works. What a neat side project of their own to recreate something 10 years later with the current lineup as a new recording. I think that's a brilliant idea. I think Yes should do that. Oh, sorry, they can't. Never mind. I think there's probably a lot of albums out there that would get a nice positive reception if they were redone the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
But some bands don't have, the members aren't, well, if they do it with lineup changes, then I'll throw it out there. I love Yes Tormato. I love the album. The production is what it is, and it does timestamp that album, and it's all I knew at the time. But the leap from Tormato to the next album, which was 2 years later, sounds like 15 years of technology advancements. The sound is so different. I would love to personally remix and master Tormato, but to have the band re-record it would be interesting. I'm probably going to catch a lot of bleep for this. So stare at the pen.
I'm all for it.
You don't remember anything.
I'm all for it. In fact, in terms of the recording quality, talk about frustration. When I was in junior high, my fellow musicians were all into old-timey music, and they would go to Goodwill on the weekend, get 78s.
Yeah.
And all week long, listen to the 78s. The sound quality, oh, man. I love the music, but the sound quality.
You know what? We have a 1924 Victrola, and we have about 36 records that don't play in 33, but we have about 36 from 1919 to the late 20s.
Yeah.
And the thing is they sound like you're talking about, but I can't imagine listening to them any other way because it's
exactly
from that era, and it's all they had to work
sound
with.
That way, right?
Yeah. What we have came out right after the cylinders that you played.
Little wax cylinder.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. I have a question for Dan. All right.
Oh, wait. You still have one more thing to cover.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's not that? Okay, sorry.
Wait a minute. My Mark Hoppus.
Scroll down below No Spun. We are using notes, folks. There's no way I'd remember any of this.
Yeah. I've been reviewing this.
It's the second to last thing.
Days. Okay. No, I mean, okay. So anyway, we have a question for Dan, and if Dan's not ready for the question, then we'll do this another day.
Well, we'll finish the news, then we'll do the question.
Okay, you do it. I think, okay. Tell Stephen, I think I might have got a partial script. I got a partial script.
Say that again?
I got a partial script.
Oh, you don't have a page 3?
Uh,
Steve says fly from here, return trip might qualify. That's a good take. It's this wheel on the scrolly thing on the mouse.
you asshole.
Scroll down to page 3.
Yeah, I got it. I'm telling you, I got bassist, vocalist, and then I got
No.
chat, closing icebreaker.
Okay, so here I'll do it, and then we'll go to the
You could do
icebreaker.
mine. I
Two
won't-
more
I
last
won't-
little items.
I
Okay,
won't
Cosmic
take umbrage
Cathedral.
at all. Umbrage, good.
Okay, Cosmic Cathedral, great name. The union of Neil Morse from Transatlantic, Chester Thompson of Genesis, and Frank Zappa, and many other projects. Phil Keaggy of Glass Harp, and Byron House, session player with Robert Plant, Dolly Parton, etc., are pleased to announce the release of their debut album, Deep Water, on April 25th, 2025, via Inside Out Music, with the album's centerpiece being the 38-minute long Deep Water Suite. The band are pleased to launch the video for part of the epic track, which is up on YouTube. That is awesome. Look for that. We will look to have Chester on to talk about this and basically everything else he's ever done. And then one last thing before John's question for me is that Jason Beeler, I think a dog farted and my face is about to melt off my skull. So I'll get this out real quick. Jesus, Schnoodles. Jason Beeler of Baron von Bielski's Orchestra's The Escapologist album is out today. The cover's amazing too, so look for that. John, what's the icebreaker?
Very cool, very cool. Skipping over my 2 lost articles here. I have a question. I have a question for Dan, and it goes like this. And before I ask you the question, I'm going to put you in a little box. The answer can't be cooking, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to close the box a little tighter, and the answer can't be pets. What drives you? What gets you interested and awake and ready to go in the morning?
Oh, I didn't see that coming. And folks,
Yeah.
go ahead and answer as well. And the band, by the way, is No Spoon, not No Spun. It's No Spoon with a U. Okay. Sorry. What drives me?
I mean, aside from Enja kicking you out of the bed, I'm like, get out. Come on, get out. You got stuff
Well,
to do.
I'm up very early because our dogs are up very early. Let me think about this. What drives me?
I win. I stumped Dan.
You did. I don't know why I have to think about it. I think because while I'm here, I want to leave a mark, but not in a self-serving way. I don't mean it that way. I mean, do things to help people. I love our kids. Angie and I have a blended family of 11
you have
kids.
multiple kids? You have
Yeah.
multiple kids?
11 kids, 19 grandkids, and a great grandson who's turning a year old this next week. And that drives me to set an example. I don't know if I always set the best example, but just loving being here and doing the best I can with what I like to do.
Absolutely.
I hope that's an acceptable answer.
It's a very remarkable answer. It's an admirable answer. Yeah.
Well, thanks. What about you? What drives you other than Carol kicking your butt out of bed every morning?
We all want to make a difference. Okay. And if I open the skull a little bit and let you peek in, it's scary in there. I get up in the morning. My latest obsession has nothing to do with drums. Okay. But it has everything to do with piano.
Oh, interesting.
I can literally, and I'm not bragging because I'm like, I stink. Okay. And it should be well known right from the get-go that I stink. However, I came to, I got a piano and I got some time and, I got a gummy or two. Like, oh man. And so anyway, I'm on that piano seriously for hours every day.
Wow, nice. That's really neat.
Yeah.
This is new news to me.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll never hear me play.
Hey, folks, what drives you? What gets you out of bed in the morning? Go ahead and chime in. Feel free to chime in on anything that we've talked about. And thank you so much for following what we do here at Drum Talk TV. And remember that we've got something special going on in our membership site. I'm going to play the membership site video one more time before we say goodbye. And that video is right about here it is.
Drum Talk TV Brilliance
It's for you if
You want to enjoy exclusive live stream concerts? Want to participate in fan Q&As with big artists? Want to play fun, music-themed game shows online with a chance to win prizes? You're a drummer and want videos posted of you playing to your favorite music without it being muted or pulled. And so much more. And it's only $12 a month or $120 a year. That's less than a combo meal at most fast food restaurants. That's an insane deal.
that's amazing.
It's not just for drummers. It's for all music fans.
So go ahead and join, lots of fun stuff, and we'll be back with more stuff Saturday. Well, there's stuff being posted every day, but Saturday, join me live with Steve Moore, the Mad Drummer, who's got big news. John, thank you so much. Hang on the line with me after we say goodbye to the audience. Goodbye, audience.
Bye, everybody.